Hello, Ryan. Okay. What is it now? What is the round this level? So wait, you go this way. Ooh. Where do I start to practice? Hello, Rapskull. Where do I start? Cause like, is all of this here to convey like the first jump?
Here we go. Here we go.
Should I do the full jump here?
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, that did work with a full jump. Possible? Good.
Here we go.
You did slightly controlled? Okay, I'll keep that in
Here we
mind.
go. Here we go. Here we go.
Slightly controlled might be the play here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This is pretty tough, this jump.
Here we go.
It's so awkward with these stupid
Here we go.
iframes, man.
Here we go.
Hey, Evil Jesse.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, maybe jumping earlier and doing a tap there.
Here we go.
You just learned something new? What did you learn in rap school?
Here we go.
Does this relate at all to what I'm doing?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jump
Here we
is
go.
pretty hard. You found a band you really like, become addicted? Apparently you can't put on a helmet if you're holding left right. Oh yeah. That's
Here we
interesting.
go.
There's a couple levels I know that force you to use that. Crusoe made a level like that, and then the Leech also has one like that.
Here we go.
I don't remember if that was in SMM1. I don't think so.
Here we go.
This is so awkward to practice. There's like literally nowhere to stand apart from this donut.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh man.
Here we go.
I guess I can start here. The change would access as priority. I guess
Here we go.
that would make sense why it's different. The fall was hard.
Here we
Seems
go.
difficult, yeah. This isn't Manor 9? I didn't want to play Manor.
Here we go.
I wanted to play Lazarus.
Here we go.
Hardest jump was getting to the
Here we
conveyor?
go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh man. Gonna get rusty? Don't worry about it.
Here we go.
I'll be fine when I go for that. If I do it now, I could probably still do it under an hour. I don't know about that, but it'd definitely be fast. What? Okay, I got a janky bounce,
Here we go.
and it killed me? That's horrible. Oh my god.
Here we go.
This is so awkward.
Here we go. Here we go.
Remember when Morphic Clear took Mr. Clean that took millions of years to beat it for real? Yeah, I remember that. It was funny.
Here we go.
Damn, dude, this is really
Here we
hard.
go.
There we go. And how does this work? There's a full jump? Who do you think will get first clear or second clear in yard? Well, Big Birdo, I'm pretty sure.
Here we go.
I don't know who else is gonna be beating front yard at all,
Here we go.
other than Birdo.
Here we go.
That wasn't so bad. Oh, the bounce or jump off that.
Here we go.
Maybe I don't want to do a float.
Here we go.
Just control.
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Ooh. What do you said this was the hardest jump the whole level?
Here we go.
It doesn't feel that hard.
Here we go.
It's way easier than the other ones I was doing.
Here we go. Here we go.
Kind of a pain to practice though. I need to start on the left to make the screen not scroll.
Here we go.
Okay. I feel like I should just do this all in one go. There's like 2 spots you start at in this whole level to practice.
Here we go.
Because there's like nothing you can do.
Here we go.
Made this level
Here we
by
go.
life.
Here we go.
Like this. Slide across. Oh, I need a little bit of speed. What kind of strategy should I do there for that blue
Here we
platform?
go. Here we go.
Not too hard. Slide across. Like that. Okay, I mean the right side of this level is way easier than the left. I can say that for sure.
Here we go.
lied? I can't believe you would lie like that, Ryan. Ryan Liarwall over here.
Here we go.
What a menace.
Here we go.
I'm the only person to think that? Everyone found the second half harder? What?
Here we go.
You're joking, right? This over here, this donut and bouncing, is really hard. Not at all. Explain. Explain why I'm dying to it over and over again then. It was inconsistent in luck. I'll just have to prove you it's consistent. That wraparound is pretty hard.
Here we go.
Gotta say.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bro, this is only shiny on you? Who else beat this level? I don't remember.
Here we go. Here we go.
Dude, this jump is so hard.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sandbagging? I'm not sandbagging. I never sandbag. Oh, hey, checkpoint.
Here we go.
And basically everything's a little hard except the very start and the very end. Interesting.
Here we go.
Oh my god, dude. This jump is so hard. Millions catchphrase for getting keeps consistent at the jump. I guess you're not wrong.
Here we go. Here we go.
That is hard. What the hell, dude?
Here we go.
Happens every time. Magic spell become 100% consistent. To the abracadabra, this jump is so hard. Give me examples. When did I become 100% consistent after saying that?
Here we go. Here we go.
I did a manner a lot, and like anything I've ever played. Okay. Fine. You win this time. When I practiced in spike jump in Z7Z the other day. That's also true. I did manage to get that jump like multiple times right first saying it was really hard.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This level's actually pretty short. Didn't realize it was so short.
Here we go.
Like 25 seconds? Dang.
Here we go.
fit it in a switch clip.
Here we go.
Is the bet 6? Is the bet 6 rated level?
Here we go.
I'm confused. What
Here we
bets?
go. Here we go.
Standard low graph 3-point bump. The bet I
Here
made
we
on.
go.
Oh, yeah. I already did that. It was a 6.5. And I already
Here we
beat that
go.
level. And then it got then I got it upgraded to 7.5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Happened like 20 years ago, right? I mean, it was only last week.
Here we go.
Dude, this wraparound's the hardest jump the whole level.
Here we go.
Hey, Jackie.
Here we go. Here we go.
Top 3 for quiet life levels?
Here we go.
Oh, wow. Got quite a lot of levels, too.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my god. This level might take a few hours.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, what was that? I did the donut all the way to there?
Here
What if
we
I just beat the
go.
level from the donut? I'm gonna try it. Sorry. I'm laughing because I still have Doug's stream open and he said something really funny. Okay. Get the code for this thing. That specifically ranks your only precise rankings heroes to #1. I see. Might take a couple hours to cast his spell once again. What do you mean my spell? Okay, so you do like a small jump here. You know, a couple less than 2 hours. Ooh, I didn't get a chance to try this one in the practice, so... This jump seems really hard. Gonna be honest. Oh my god. Hard to learn, becomes consistent? Ah. Should I be doing a float jump like this? Or should I just tap and go for it? Like, more like this. Probably not. Oh, the float? Okay. Oh, man. No float? Okay, okay. The jump to the donut seems pretty hard. Is that jump hard? Not insane, but it's a bit specific? Okay. I'll understand? Okay, well yeah, I have to get there first, and then I'll see. And hocus pocus my way to never missing it again. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna miss it a lot. There we go. Do I want to... Okay, so do I neutral and jump, or do I hold left for a little bit? Like, what exactly are the inputs I'm gonna be doing here? You have an amazing idea for the collab to build right now? How big is this level? How are you still building for the collab? I thought it was done. Like, how long is the level? Is it one screen? Is it two screen? Is it full level? You're gonna gut a small part, didn't like it, add something? Alright. I'm down for something like that. Get rid of all the unfun stuff. It's dense? Oh, so it's short, but there's a... Or, like... There's a lot of stuff packed into, like, a small area. Just delete the whole level, right? That gets rid of all the unfun stuff. I can't get past this. I don't know. What's going on? Oh, okay. I couldn't turn around in time, though. I'm so confused. How do you do this jump? Like that? Oh, I guess like that. There we go. Hold left. Not too long. It's a tap jump. Okay. I got all the info now. I nearly got it twice in a row there. I'm kind of getting better at this first jump a little bit. Yeah, it's tough. Dang. I could get really lucky and like one shot a lot of the level, I think. It's a possibility. After getting past here. Imagine. That actually happens. So stupid. So stupid. Dude, oh my god. Sure wish this plant wasn't here. Ah, so close. Oh my god, I keep running. I keep going right into that icicle. Ah! Yeah, that jump's really hard. Ah, that was close. This looks like a friendly level. Yeah, it's the friendliest level ever created. Hey, Quiet Life. Definitely the right call not to float here at the first jump. No! Rip getting the one shot, like, the whole level from that point. When I start playing this 30 minutes ago. So I haven't been playing it very long. Aw. No one shot, disappointed? Yeah, I'm sorry. I let you down. It's actually his first attempt, because the one shot. Yeah, every attempt is actually my first attempt. It'll take you at least forever to upload back then. Yeah, I believe it. It's pretty tough. What? I landed, bruh, I died to the muncher, I landed perfectly between the plane and the note block, are you kidding me? That happened to you once or twice? I guess it's not an uncommon occurrence, I just wasn't expecting it to happen. The only level from you Z7 didn't play? Ah. I'm a little surprised. I feel like he could beat this pretty easily. My god. C7's a scaredy Zed. I wouldn't say he's scared, he just doesn't want to play hard stuff very much anymore. He could definitely easily beat it. Ah, that's pretty good though. More fun than the lowest rated level yours. Well, yeah, like ones or whatever aren't the same as the nines. I do like grinds more than playing ones. So I can agree with that. C7 could clear front yard if you want to. I mean, I guess, yeah. You could clear it if you wanted to as well. And we could if they really want to. Yeah, exactly. Just gotta put in the time, the effort. Love saying hello to each person individually. Yeah, it's really fun. Don't want to grind it because it's below your skill level? Maybe. But you could definitely beat it. Time and effort, or just get lucky. Also true, you could get really lucky and beat it super fast. Oh my goodness. It's definitely a tough level. Main strats for harder upload is simply to press buttons until it works. Well, eventually, if you just press the right combination of buttons, you'll beat the level. You just have to try them all. Every combination of buttons. Until you find one that works. Oh, I thought I'd die if I didn't duck. There we go. That was a fun level, I like that. What? I barely missed the record, are you kidding me right now? God damn it, man. I totally could have had it if there was not a frog. Too good. You expected that. I don't know what you're talking about. That was clearly a fluke. Alright. Thanks for GG's. Nines are not really that hard, honestly. Guess nines are just free. Yeah, exactly. Man or nighttime? You're surprised so little, you're more shocked when you woke up this morning and didn't spontaneously die. That feels like a bit of an exaggeration. That level could have taken me a couple hours, and you know it. Heroes next? There are too many levels to play. Let's see, what should I do? Honestly, I have no idea. I thought this would take me more than 40 minutes. Manor? Am I really going back just to 9 that level? Fine, I'll go back. If it's still here, I think it is still here. I think I went past it, actually. Wait, no, I didn't. I played those levels today. That was a few days ago. Where is it? I did not play 100 levels. Did I go past it? Oh no, there it is. No! I pressed B! I pressed B! Don't make the redemption if I can't do the time. Fair enough. Yeah, I gotta do it. Ugh. Why did I press B? Why did I press B? There it is. Here we go! Hey, Two-Tone Tough Tony. I'm doing pretty good. Alright, it's time. We're going for the 9. We're doing it. I'm gonna 9, and it's gonna be great. This is the stupidest thing. This is supposed to be Lazarus, not Manor. You open? Nah. I don't usually do viewer levels. Also, yeah, there's no queue. I don't know where the bot went. It just kind of disappeared. The queue's a lie. Aw, damn. I get to dance again. Yeah, I love dancing, man. Let's go. It's the best part of this whole level. Aw. In my professional opinion, what's the hardest level that I cleared? Oh, your hardest level. Oh, your hardest level? Honestly, I don't know. I haven't really played that many hard levels from you. Yeah, I'm not sure I could say, because I can't really remember. Maybe if there's no other one, then Jammin' Jesse Jive? If there isn't another one that I'm forgetting about. Which, of course, there probably is. Manor's rated the highest? Yeah, but I haven't played that level. Honestly, I kind of doubt I'm gonna make it to the Nye again. If I do, I'm going to try to jump over the flag. Either I jump over the flag or I beat the level. Or I 9 some other way, I guess. Although if I beat the level, I'm gonna have to do it again. Oh wow, that was interesting. I turned around before I jumped. And I definitely don't want to do that. I gotta jump before I turn around. I cannot believe I'm playing this level still. This is ridiculous. Whoa, that was close. And that was awful. What the hell, man? I knew this was gonna happen. Well, I didn't know this was gonna happen. I didn't know Brack was gonna redeem the one that makes me Nye. Although, I guess I could have expected it, I just didn't think about it. Again? I turned around before I jumped. Again. What a pain. Should pop up really hard when I get the Nye would make for a great clip. I should. It'd be really funny out of context. Just like, woo! I did it! I Nied! Then I exit the level. Would it be funnier if I did that when jumping over the flag, or just like a regular one, where I jump too high or something? Oh, what? The second guy? Always sucks doing that one. I am making it there a surprising amount, though. I didn't even practice before jumping into this, and I'm already, like, making it there. I guess I just remember all the strats. Aw, what was that? I curved in too soon. If I jumped, I probably would have died to the muncher. Gotta get that sweet spot. Ah, I did the same thing I did last time. Swung in too soon. There's not even much I can do about that. I just have to hope I get the timing pretty much. Ugh, this clip, it's getting me now. If only this level wasn't so hard, honestly. It'd be so much easier to nigh. Oh, that was so close. I think I maybe just had to press left a little earlier, or jump a little sooner. I knew this was coming for like over a year or two. Day one of me making evil. It You're right, but that doesn't mean I couldn't forget about that. Now that you mention it, I am remembering that you did say you were gonna use it on Manor when I got there. Yep, sure enough, exactly what happened. I could get like the worst ever luck here too, and die a ton of times on the right side, just not to the nigh. How unfortunate would that be? I don't die anywhere apart from over the flag on my first clear, and then when I'm going for a nigh, I just can't get there. So I die a ton of stupid deaths or whatever. What's the over-under on time? What does that mean? Over... What are you talking about? Actually, I don't know. Betting term? Oh, well. I wouldn't know. It's not like I'm gambling or anything. Not gambling, Lamau, you're out of here? Wait, what? All because I'm not gambling? My money away? This feels unfair. I'm responsible for my money. What amount of time would be the best guess than people bet over or under? Best guess to get a 9? Not sure if I could say. Maybe like 3 hours? 2 hours? 3? I guess 3 hours? It'll take more than 1 hour? That's a good guess. Seems like a good mark. Yeah, it's average. It's kind of sus of you, Rap Skull. Like a pet says Miwo and stuff like that. That's not the part I'm concerned about. Perhaps you mean channel points? I guess you don't understand. Why? Why? Why even use this as a joke? Yeah, good call, Ryan. Is it just a meta joke, or you actually legitimately don't know? Ah, swung out too far. They'd always use CP as an acronym for channel points. I can't tell if you're joking or not. You have to clarify, because it could mean something else. You know what it could mean, but you've never used it in a context that still doesn't mean channel points? Well, if you know what it means, then you shouldn't say it in a message that could be taken out of context. It's safer just to say channel points before clarifying what the abbreviation means. You abbreviate everything? Well, it's fine to abbreviate things, you should just be more conscious of what you're sending. Next time you'll specify as channel points? Okay. Yeah, that would be fine. This gets a little dicey when you don't know. Ah, swung out too far again. What's going on? What? Poke Ninja, how did I miss your first message? What is going on? Hey, Poke. Don't worry about it. We're gonna probably move on. I don't know how I missed your first message though, Poke. It's kind of funny. Frequently used as short for checkpoint as well. Well, it depends on the context. In the context he said it, that word can never have meant checkpoint. Like if you say, like, have you reached the CP yet? Obviously that means checkpoint. In relation to playing Mario Maker. Couldn't possibly mean anything else. Or saying CP1 for checkpoint 1. It's a common abbreviation because it's just blank points for most of the things. Championship points in Pokemon? Oh yeah, so gamer right now. Need stuff in geometry? Yes, yeah, it is a common abbreviation for things. But you just have to be careful with certain sentences. Yeah, like Ryan said, if it's intentionally ambiguous. Like Rapskull, you were doing it like really suspiciously. When you said that, you could have just clarified, like, oh, I'm talking about my channel points. Especially when I said, do you mean your channel points? But no, you kept going on about it. Being ambiguous about what it meant. And it's not really a joke, it's not fun at all. Can we talk about something more relevant? Like, why am I playing this again? Okay, I can explain this one, yeah. Let's get back on this topic. Rack redeemed the point reward evil. If you want to look at that and the point rewards. For 50,000 points, and basically, if I don't know why I made this reward, but it makes me nigh on a level once. And he redeemed it right as I beat the level, so I have to go back and nigh on this now. And I didn't have anything much else to do since I beat Lazarus in like 40 minutes. So I was like, eh, just go for it. You like it? I should up the point cost on that. Does the reward stack? No, absolutely not. I clarified once per level. After there was a threat from probably Ryan to redeem it twice on the same level. If it won't 9 ticket record, that would be cool, but then I have to go and 9 anyway, so I don't know. To be fair, you told me exactly what I was gonna do right when I made the redemption. Fair enough. Fair enough. I should have expected to be playing this level twice. Tell his own grave. Precisely. Even down to waiting till he touched the flag and was still technically in the level. Yeah, I guess he had to really make sure this time. Unlike last time on DT where, he failed. And redeemed it before I nied, and so the I nied on counted towards the redemption. Which was kind of funny. Yeah, I nied more after that nigh anyway, so it wasn't... It didn't even really matter. Yeah, it was definitely precarious to redeem that on DT. Since the nigh is so difficult on that level. He'll take it? Alright. Also, Crusoe, I missed that you redeemed hydration. I will do that. You could totally inflate the clear rate on this level just by idling. Just leave the game on overnight or something and boost the clear rate by a ton. I don't know why someone would want to do that, but I mean, you could technically. Thought about doing that and make a one-hit lucky draw first came out. Wow. For, like, your hard levels, or something? Or playing Lucky Draw, you mean? Didn't the guy who beat Lucky Draw not even... Like, wasn't he not even there when he beat the level? Like, sleeping or something? Too far again, god damn. The level that kills you heaps fast. By getting people to sit in it, oh. Once you mess with the hard jump slide lineup too many times, you're toast. Jump slide lineup? This level doesn't have a jump slide lineup. Oh, that could have been it. God damn. Hard jump slide lineup? The slide lineup belonging to the hard jump. Oh, that's what you're talking about. I got confused because you said jump slide, and you don't jump for that. Oh my god, you said hard jump. Hard jump slide lineup. I'm dumb. I missed hard. The line cut and moved to second line, so I skipped the word hard and just read jump slide lineup. Oh, what? How is that not it, dude? That felt perfect. Look for a big. Alright, see you later, poking. No pre-nice, okay? Okay. I'll do my best. I'll make sure to deny instead. Pre-nice the new Nye? It really is. Because the goal is to Nye. Makes it all that more fun. I think there's a 0% chance I get the world record on this level, actually. Thorn's record is really fast, and there's a lot of spots where you're just doing lineups or things really slow. Like this drop-off, or lining up next to this icicle. I bet Zorn got everything instantly. I'm gonna try to jump over the flagpole again. I didn't try to do it the first time! But yes, this time I'm going to try to jump over the flagpole. What if you do world record attempt? That Aurora's a scam. Probably shouldn't. I'll try for world record, but only for like 5 attempts, and then I'll just kind of roll with it. How am I even supposed to go fast in this level anyway? It's all lineups. That really is a scam, I know, right? If you redeemed it on an easy level, it probably wouldn't be a scam, because I could probably get the world record. But on hard levels, it definitely is a scam. You don't have to line up, it just massively helps, like you for hundreds of hours. I don't think I could beat it without doing lineups. Never play easy levels though? Yeah, that's kind of why it's a scam. Besides Lazarus? Oh, come on, that was not easy. I just made it look easy. Although I'm a little surprised it's a 9. Because it's really short and the jumps really didn't feel that hard. For the most part. Like, I did beat it in 40 minutes, but still, it didn't feel that hard. I definitely made it look easy. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I spent more time practicing than actually doing attempts on the level. Just silly. What you did with Love and Loss? Make it look really easy? You fluked half of it? I didn't even fluke half of it. I fluked like 3 jumps. I died to the jump to the conveyor once. So I fluked the P-switch and then the platform and the 9. But those jumps are easy, so I wasn't expecting to die there. Right side really is easier in that level. I don't know how y'all struggled so much. If I rated that level, I definitely wouldn't have rated it 9. Probably would have rated like 7, gonna be honest. If I was the one rating it. I'm not, which, thank goodness. But that's what I would have rated it. I mean, I rated, what did I rate Ashes to Ashes? Didn't I rate that 6.5? You see what happened with that. No, this level's not actually that hard. Yeah, right. Rebirth request? I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't win anyway. I beat it in 40 minutes. And proclaiming it to be 2 points lower than it currently is. Oh my god, I cannot get this hard jump. I don't think I'm gonna knock today. Just re-beat it? I definitely could re-beat it. That wouldn't prove anything, though. An easier 9? Do you think I fair? Well, yeah, if that's a 9, then I see why you wanted Golden Void, or, sorry, Gleaming Void to be 9.5. Gleaming Void is much harder than Lazarus. I still think Gleaming Void should be a 9. Half of my hard clears don't feel like hard clears at all. Like, 3 of them actually felt like hard levels to me. Didn't I already beat this level? Yes, Crusoe, but there's a bit of backstory to why I'm playing it again. Brack redeemed the reward that makes me nigh on the level. So I have to play it again to nigh on the level. And even if he didn't do that, he'd probably beat me to go back into the level at one point and then redeem it while I was in the level. That is very true, yeah. Read like a book. Alright, title change? I mean, you don't have to change the title. I think it still fits. But I mean, seriously? I probably would have started 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours before I actually did start, if it wasn't for the Doug stream. Which, by the way, he said was going to be 2 hours long. But it was, like nearly 8. You literally can't change it, Ninebot quit on me? No, I mean, I can re-log into stream once, right? I'm literally logged in right now. How do you change it? Commands? Jack commands? Oh, here we go. Super moderator. Set title. User level moderator. See if it works now. When's my 8-hour stream coming? I don't know about that. Ryan, I said stream elements, not Nightbomb. Try it on stream elements, set title. Losing on Warpus Manor. Woohoo! I'm gonna pop off so hard when I die. You won't even believe it'll be the biggest pop off of all time. Like, it'll be an unbelievably massive pop off for a Nye. Looks like it worked. Although clearly you can see I didn't write it because it's not capitalized, so get wrecked. Fake title, fake fan, can't even replicate my style. When I changed your title, I made sure they had the Pride Pod. I don't use Pride Pod. It's your brand, can't have it. It's been your title since dawn time. I don't know if you fully understood what I was saying. I was saying that you failed to replicate my style of title because you didn't capitalize the first word. And then I said that I managed to replicate your style because I added the Pride Pod when I changed the title on your stream. Oh yeah? Are you gonna change it now? I'm waiting for it. Oh! Oh, there it is! The top blue platform has to visibly move for the night to be official. Replay has to be able to confirm. What? To visibly move? What if I land on it and instantly dive to the muncher and it doesn't move at all? Then it doesn't count? What? Doesn't feel fair. Unconfirmable? Oh. Fine. I'll make sure to jump off of the blue platform. Or at least land on it so it falls. It's a very high likelihood it falls. What if I re-beat it by accident? That's what I'm worried about. Like, I'm actually worried about beating the level. Because I'll have to do it again. I'll have to go back and die. And it's a big risk because I'm trying to jump over the flag. And if I fail jumping over the flag, I could beat the level by accident. I'm gonna attempt to do a float jump and just hold left. That's the plan. If I get a bad jump though, I easily could just not make it over. It's the true Nye. The post Nye and then the true Nye. This one's a legitimate post Nye though, because I'm Nyeing after I beat the level. I could be the only person to beat this level twice. I hope I don't become that person, but I could. I also could be the only person to jump over the flag twice. And honestly, I hope to become that person. Going to improve my world record of jumping over the flag. Exactly. So not if I don't go for world record. I don't know about that. I don't have to go for world record. No throwing. But if that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to throw the run and not on purpose. That's the whole point. You're just telling me to not? And just beat the level instead? I don't think so. Oh, that was horrible. Doesn't say that I'm a redemption. Doesn't it just say makes me 9? Force me to 9 on the level I'm playing. I will willingly, it says willingly do it once per level. Willingly means I'm purposely doing it. So, in fact, it is in the command. I mean, not command. It is in the redemption. Check and mate. Willingly doing it once isn't throwing, it's just trying to win once and doesn't work? It's just willing, it's implying willingly Nye. What do you mean? I still have to try to run? Oh, try to win? I don't have to try to win, I could just land on the platform and jump straight to the spike ceiling. Do I have to make it look believable? Is that what you're saying? It's a pre-die? Dude, I cannot get this hard jump today. What is going on? I've died there like 6 times or something like that. Absolutely ridiculous. I know the jump is hard, but it's not that hard. And what is going on with me right now? What? Dying to the munchroom to jump to the donut? Absolutely ridiculous. Should never happen. The jump to the donut's the easy part of that jump. I really actually don't want to be playing this level right now. I just have to. I will do it though, for the redemption. I'm not just not gonna do it. Man of his word. That's right. Even if it takes 20 hours. It could honestly take longer than I took beating the level once. How happy would I be if it took longer? Not happy at all. I'd be actually very upset. What the hell was that? I barely tapped right. What do you mean he walked off the donut? I swear that happens every so often. I tap the stick for what feels like 1 or 2 frames, and he walks like half a block. Wow, how did I not die to that icicle? Oh my god. This hard jump. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I know how to do it, I just can't. I'm just sucking. The first jump. What ridiculousness. This is gonna take so long. Ugh. Crack, it's not. Bento is not that. It's not. It's not. Don't get the wrong idea. Don't. I swear it's not. It doesn't even have the tag. It's just a goofy show about people fighting over boxed lunches. Microwave meals. Why are you being like that? You see the cover art? Don't get the wrong idea from that cover art. It's not. Just because it looks suspicious doesn't mean it actually is. It's not even that bad. It could be way more suspicious than that. It's like pretty actually normal. Ah, you know what they say? Definitely judge an anime by its cover. I don't know about that. Like, just the first look at the cover is all that does it. I don't know what to say. It's, I described the premise of the show in a sentence. That's it. There's nothing else. I swear, if you don't believe me, you could watch the first episode. I was just looking around randomly for some whatever show, and I came across that one, and I read the synopsis, and it seemed pretty silly. It seemed entertaining, so I checked it out. You know, it is pretty entertaining, because it's so off the wall. What am I doing watching Box Lunch and Drama Blossom stuff? What do you mean? Drama Blossom Resident Sleeper stuff. Because I'm allergic to anything more than 13 episodes. I watched the Orange Host Club show, which is 26 episodes, and then before that I watched Sword Art Online, which is 25 episodes, so both of those are longer than 13. Just saying. SAO is longer than 26? I only watched the first season. And the first season's already longer than 13 episodes, so there you go. Orange Host Club is not long. It's 26 episodes. I mean, it's not long in comparison to most other things, but it's not short either. Also, am I winning? No, Andres, I'm actually losing. It's not long for people not named Millions. Come on, it's long. 26 episodes? If the only thing you've watched doesn't seem long to you? Really? That's the only thing? I mean, that was a pretty damn good show. I really liked it. But I'm surprised it's like the only thing you've watched. You watch if a friend they suggested it? Oh, nice. I should have watched, you know, I should have watched that show on Netflix. I didn't do that for some reason. It was a big mistake because the subtitles on everywhere else were complete garbage. Like, on Crunchyroll, the subtitles were like 3 seconds behind when they actually said something, and then on 9 Anime, whenever there was floating text on screen, it prioritized that over what people were actually saying, and it was, ugh. It was a pain, but I made it through the garbage subtitles. When am I gonna watch something good again? What do you mean, something good again? I rated Orange Host Club a 9, okay? That's pretty good. Isn't 9 Anime a bunch of different versions? I didn't think so. I thought it was just whatever they had uploaded on their site. And what they had uploaded had the floating text be prioritized over what was being said. Something good, aka something high on your list? And what would that be? You want me to watch Full Metal Alchemist? I've watched most of the things on your list. The high one. What? Full Metal Alchemist, like, Evangelion? Isn't that it? You pinned that message in a DM. Let's see. What on your list did I not watch that you deem high? Oh crap, there's more than that. No, hold on. Oh wait, you have 5. Oh my god, you have 5 things on your high priority list, and I've only watched 2 of them. What am I even saying? Cowboy Bebop, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Evangelion are the ones I watched. I watched Gurren Lagann and Steins Gate. Yeah, I did watch Gurren Lagann. And it was good. It was really good. Both the things on your list that I watched, I rated 10 out of 10. Maybe you're onto something. With your high priority list. Yeah, I did watch Kill la Kill first. I like that show too. It was a fun show. Hey Vivius. Doubt I would rate Bebop a 10, but it's just one I need to watch. Okay. That definitely is something I need to watch. I noticed... I saw Samurai Champloo was on your secondary list. And I noticed it is made by the same... I think same studio that did Cowboy Bebop. So I probably should watch both of them, right? My name gets mentioned a lot, does it? I didn't think hardly anyone knew me who wasn't in, like, Team Precision. Or close to Team Precision. Do Kaizo players really talk about me that much? You didn't get into Kill la Kill? Where Lazarus Grind? Yeah, I can see that. I like both shows, but I can see why someone wouldn't get into Kill la Kill that as much. You watch Kill la Kill without knowing it was made by Trigger? Let's see. Trigger is pretty good. It's kind of famous. I'm not that famous. You were like, damn, this really reminds you of Gurren, and then looked it up. Yeah, that makes sense. This is the same people. By Morphin Brack? Oh, I see. Those are the people I was expecting. Champloo's by the Bebop creator. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I noticed that when I was kind of looking around. Dude, I really can't get this. Wow. Also 0 to 4 on your secondary list. And 2 of those are 13 or below episodes. Fair enough. I could watch those for sure. What was it again? It was like Ping Pong, the animation, or whatever. Elsing Ultimate, Shimmer Shampoo, Code Geass. Code Geass is an interesting one. I'm not even really sure what it's about. But I see it a lot. Code Geass is weird? Okay. Did you like Code Geass? Like, why is it on your secondary list? You really liked it and watch the first season when it came out? I see. Tell you what, when I go onto the plane, I'm going to Mexico. When I go on the plane to there, I will download one of your shows on your list and watch that on the plane. Years and years later, rewatched the first season, watched the second season for the first time, it just wasn't nearly as good as you remembered it. Yeah, I guess that happens sometimes. Things just aren't as good when you watch them again. Sometimes, anyway. What happened to you with Your Lie in April? I heard that show was really hit or miss. Like, you either really like it or you really don't like it. I have that one on my list to watch. Seemed like something I would like. Ah, what the hell? Is that on the bingo board, jumping into the ice block from underneath and dying to the icicle? It all is. It's one of the stupider deaths in this level. I think it's just a lot of people really like it. It makes people play devil's advocate and gets reverse psychology by it. First time seeing evil characters tag. I've had that evil characters tag on the stream for a long time. It is literally the only tag other than English. I think that's kind of funny. Because it was before Twitch allowed you to make your own tags, it was one of the few tags you could select. And I thought it was funny to choose that. What, Devil's Advocate? So is like... What is Code Geass about? Is the guy evil? Is the protagonist evil? Or something like that? What is this show about? Can you give me a brief, like, 2-sentence synopsis? I have no idea at all. Cats used to use the good characters tag. I feel like I remember that. Sounds familiar. It's sci-fi, kinda. I like sci-fi. Guy with powers tries to overthrow the government. Oh, okay. Does sound interesting. He has powers? I didn't know that. I thought he was just some guy. And he had a cape. It looked cool. Oh, god damn it! God damn it! That was way more than a min jump. Like, it was not even close. Got one, no practice? Yeah, I didn't practice at all. I just jumped right into it. I probably should've, because I'm playing the whole level again, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, close. I mean, if I got it, I think there's a good chance I could have made it to the 9. Well, I'm glad I got the hard jump once, at least. That's a good thing. Hopefully I can get it again, and then make it to the door, actually, but... Guess it'd be fine if I didn't, as well. I might grind it off stream to get the 9. Maybe. Just a lot of time investment for playing a level I already beat. Off stream? That's cheating. I never... Okay, the reward doesn't say I had to beat it on stream, or had to nigh on stream. It just says I had to nigh in general. And as long as I record it, it counts. Said I would though? I never said I would stream it, like getting the nigh. I said I would do it. How will we know it's a real nigh and not pre-recorded? You can just overlay it. Do my other one. I'll record it from the start, just so you know, and cheap out. Is it once per level? Yeah, you can only redeem the thing once per level. That's what it says. Because I didn't want someone to be able to redeem that like 4 times on the same level, and then I'd never be able to beat it because I keep having to die over and over again. Yeah, absolutely not. I just nigh, then it won't take that long. That's easier said than done. The nigh's the last jump of the whole level. Which means I have to play the whole level to get there. A lot of good 8s. What kind of 8s you got? What kind of shows? I feel like I need to widen my scale a bit when I'm rating things. I guess I just like things too much. The lowest ranked Showa I have is only a 5. Okay, question. Does anybody here really like Lucky Star? I'm just curious. If anyone wants to answer that question, anyway. You have chill aesthetic into craziness and heaps sci-fi? Sounds good. Sci-fi craziness? That sounds great. I'll have to take a look later. Never actually watched it? Let's see. I'm slowly chugging through it. I don't know, You haven't seen it? Oh, I guess no one's seen it. I've watched a little bit of it. I'm like mixed on it, like some of the things are funny or like interesting, and other times it's not really that interesting. Like it's 50-50 between being actually just boring and actually entertaining. Unique art, classic French tale, Batman Matrix, Fever Dream dark sci-fi. These aren't the names of shows. I'm confused. I'm just gonna look right now. What kind of shows you got on there? Sort by score. I asked you what kind of 8s you had, not names. I know. I just gotta look for myself though. Yeah, these are names I've heard of, but I really don't know what these shows are about. Oh, Chester McFisty. One is up, my guy. Thanks for the raid. The McFisty makes the return. Nerd raid? Oh yeah, you know it. What were you doing, Chester? I thought it was millions of miles. It's a great raid message. Just playing his stuff? Sounds good. Stuff is always fun. Oh wow, Brack. I rated Future Diary lower than you? Huh. Spent the night re-rating TSR 1s? What, were they too easy or too hard? Wow. Had to rate that many TSR 1s, really? Too hard? Oh, was it my fault? Was I the one who rated those? Probably. Me and Andres, not exclusively. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Only one lower? It's not one you don't recommend to people? Wait, it's one you don't recommend. I see. Probably why. Spleef made the worst rating. You introduced Brack to Death Note Baseball? What is Death Note Baseball? What does that mean? Death Note Baseball? Okay, also, Pig Popper, what was Spleef's rating? I need the details. The baseball show that's kind of like Death Note. I mean, I figured that much out. What's it called? Last level you played shouldn't have even been approved. That's not what I was expecting. Oh, it's called One Outs? 25 episodes. It's really hard to read the synopsis while I'm also playing this level. It's about a super analytical? Oh, like an analyst-ical? Wait. I don't know if I know what that word means. Super analytical con man who plays baseball. Interesting. Spleef pushed for all the creators' levels be approved, but not because they were good, because nobody should be left out. Yeah, you gotta include everybody. Where am I looking at the synopsis? On Mal? On my anime list? Oh, analytical. No wonder I was so confused. I was really wondering if analytical was an actual word. Not seen that in synopsis. I wasn't reading a synopsis. I read what Rivia said about the show. About an analytical con man who likes baseball or something. Is probably not one you would recommend to many people. Okay. Meaning he analyzes everything deeply. Well, yeah, when you say the right word, I know what it means. I know what analytical means. But thank you for clarifying anyway. Review synopsis, yeah. Oh, so when you say Death Note baseball, it's like the guy is basically Light Yagami, or like a parallel to Light Yagami. Is that what you're saying? And it's like a really witty and stuff. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. It's very late, and you're gonna do a big slip. Enjoy your big slip, Chester. And thanks for the raid again. Yagami. Is that not how you say it? Wasn't it just Yagami? There's no other way you could possibly say that. Yagami? That just doesn't sound right. Yagami? Light Yagami. That doesn't sound right at all. Like, you got me? Light, you got me? Light, you got me? I'm so confused. Isn't it Yagami? I swear that's how they say it in the show. Yagami, but each syllable lasts the same amount of time. Japanese doesn't have syllable emphasis? My god. I'm trying to understand. What is the... I was stressing the ya? Does it really matter that much? You know who I'm talking about. I watch in English? Yes. I heard the dub was good and I wanted to watch it. I did not watch the Netflix movie. I didn't. I'm not a psychopath. The movie was great. Was it actually good? You've seen it? The movie or the show, Ryan? So I'm surprised you're still awake. I was gonna say something about getting to watch Steins Gate earlier, but I was like, you're probably not awake, so I didn't say it. No, it was terrible. That's what I was expecting you to say. Oh, you both said it. Exactly. Did you mean to wait, did you mean to say the exact same thing, or did you just so happen to say the exact same thing? No, it was terrible. It was decent Sam thing was not attempt to follow the anime manga too closely. We said the exact same time. Wow, so it was a coincidence. Must be true then, yeah. Like the Percy Jackson movies, they're an insult to the source material, but on their own they aren't miserable. I see. I think most people reply with that same exact message when asked if that movie was actually good. Fair enough. No, it was terrible. I mean, that's what most, like book to movie movies are, though. They aren't really that true to the source material. And usually don't have anything that great because of it. But I mean, it's because you can't fit the entire, like, everything that happens into the book into a movie. Like a 2-hour film. It's just impossible. You ordered 600 anime stickers today? Damn, that's a lot of stickers. We have to do series of movies like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter? Yeah. Exactly. And in Harry Potter, they even made the last book, Deathly Hallows, into 2 films. I found interesting. Like, they really wanted to cover the story of that book. Although, I'm gonna be honest, I did not read that one. I only read the first 5. Lord of the Rings pretty good. Those movies. I didn't read the book though. The only person under 13? I'm not under 13. That calls movies films? I use it interchangeably. Alright? I don't know, I like the word film. Now a movie snob thing that only calls certain movies films? Really? Huh. To make the distinction from fine theater films and mass Marvel movies. Okay, I guess I can understand that. I didn't really think about it that much though. Whoa. Okay, that one actually kind of scared me. Cool Wanger, thanks for the raid. How was your stream? I think I saw you were playing Final Fantasy IX? Was that it? Final Fantasy IX, it was a good stream? Nice, nice. I've been meaning to play Final Fantasy VII. Goodness. I don't know why I can't really speak. I've been meaning to play Final Fantasy VII. I have the game, I just haven't played it yet. Seems like a fun game. I have actually quite a few games I've been meaning to play. But they're just so long of games that I can't get to them all in a timely manner. I have Persona 4 Golden on my backlog as well, and that game is massive. Probably one of the best Final Fantasy games? Yeah, I heard that, so that's why I picked it up. Millions is lying, is on this looking at the right side of your stream the whole time on the second monitor. I was not. I don't have anybody stream open on my second monitor. Your stream can be quite distracting? Oh yeah, I know. That's why I didn't have it open. Be too distracted to play the game. Too good. Ugh. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. This level's too hard to beat twice. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is this level? And in bad, do you mean bad? Hold on. Is 1 or 10 bad? Like, is is 1 the worst? Oh my goodness. Is 1 the worst or is 10 the worst? How bad is this level? Well, it's either a 1 or a 10. Couldn't say that much. I'm gonna say 1. Can't believe I hate this enough to rate it a 1 million. I don't hate this level, I just don't want to play it anymore. Beat this level? Why am I playing it again? Channel point redemption, yeah. If you open up the channel point rewards and you go to the very bottom, you'll see the one called evil, and it makes me nigh on a level. Yeah, redeemed your as I touch the flag. And look where that got me. Just go for record then? I could. But I'd have to nigh, so if I went for record, I'd have to beat the level. And then play it again to get the nigh. That's the predicament. Go for record and throwing is bad. Nigh and try again. Not a bad idea. I'd have to look at Zoran's video though to see how quickly he did this clip. It's even more perfect. To be honest, I don't know why that Steam notification played. I believe you could probably hear it. Ah, I got the small jump. What a shame. I was so close too. I'm getting destroyed right now. I'm getting absolutely destroyed. Also, Brack, if you're still around, what long show should I start? Like by long, I mean like over 100 episodes. There's just a few I could pick from. Like, if I wanted to start one, I don't know which one I should pick. One Piece? Absolutely not. Now that show is too long for me to start. Who has time to watch 1,000 episodes, bro? And still counting. Nobody. That's a tough one? Yeah. The thing is, I'm between like a few of them, but I'm not really sure. Guess Inuyasha, since it's not that long, finish and romance I would probably like. Okay. That's one of the ones I was thinking about. I think a good time to start it, that's all. Let's restart that. I want to get those 4 tiny tabs just to make sure I'm in the right spot. Ah, I jumped too soon. God damn it. Naruto? My friends try to get me to watch Naruto. Naruto slash Shippuden without filler would probably be the second. Naruto is better for sure, but it's probably like 2 times longer even without filler. I see. Yeah, that show is pretty long. Watching both Naruto and Shippuden is like 700 episodes in full. I guess I could skip filler if I wanted to. You know what you're talking about? Yeah, that is definitely one I could watch. Starting a little smaller would probably be better though, so Inuyasha is probably the best pick. About filler, Naruto is still 435 filler? Yeah, damn. That's a lot. There's also Bleach. I can watch Bleach. That is a long show though. Didn't it get a new season as well? Can you say how much of it is filler? There's a website that tells you like how much filler in the show or whatever. You can look at the show. Yeah, there. Yeah, Bragg has it. Anime filler list. You can see how much is filler. Bleach isn't that long without filler? Okay. Didn't you say there was a show that you didn't mind the filler arcs in? I don't remember what it was though. Inuyasha in the final season with filler still under 200. Yeah, that's not bad. The single wait. Oh, okay. You don't mind most of the Bleach filler arcs. The single Bleach episodes are fresh and sleeper though. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking about. Kinda crazy that exists. I'm not surprised it exists. I mean, when shows um do a manga that's still ongoing and then they reach like the most recent volume, they have to make stuff up to keep the show going. And so the site just lets you know which episodes are those episodes, the ones they made up as filler while the manga was releasing still. Shows don't really do that anymore though. I don't think so anyway. One Piece and Pokemon are like the only shows that are really long and still airing. So hello, Dr. Cliche. Almost missed you. All anime is filler. Fair enough. Manga writers are heap slow, yeah. Is Super 80 Brack Maker 2? Yeah, it is. It always has been. Hey, Kelly Van. 1 key death per hour, not too bad, and you can just one-shot everything after it. I'm not guaranteed to one-shot everything after the key door. Especially since I didn't practice it. I mean, I probably won't even make it to the key door today. Gotten close a couple times, though. I have another nice, swear to God. Well, Caliban. The whole point is to nigh. Actually, that's why I'm playing this. I already beat the level. I'm just trying to nigh. Because there's a channel point redemption. I have to explain this every single time. There's a channel point redemption that makes me have to nigh on the level. And Brack redeemed that on this. Feels weird playing a level just to nigh on it. And not to beat it. It's so weird. I know I supposed to stream casual levels when I play them. I don't know, I just don't feel like it. I don't know. I guess I could. Since I played pretty much everything. I mean, maybe I would've. But I played a ton of levels earlier today. So I wanted to play something difficult, which is why I played Lazarus. And then I beat Lazarus, and now we're here. Pending levels? Eh, maybe. Although, the pending levels all are just grinds, that's what they are. So it's not like I'm streaming pending levels, I'm streaming a level that I don't know the rating of. Seen a fair amount of others that are around 100, 200. D, Greyman, Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, Hitman Reborn, Fairy Tail. I guess there's also Hunter x Hunter. Among that list of other ones. Although I don't think you've seen that one. I don't remember seeing it on your list. Yu Yu Hakusho's an interesting one. I kind of want to watch that one. That's the thing. You watch that, it's not fully finished. It's not still? Really? It's still unfinished? Are they still airing episodes of that? I guess maybe the manga just isn't finished. People say it's finished, but you read it really isn't for sure. No, recently how many TP levels no, recently how many of the TP levels I've beaten at this point. Is the goal to beat them all? That depends, really. I could beat them all. I don't know if I will, though, because there's just some levels that I really don't want to try to beat. I was just gonna see how far I got, and then depending on the amount of levels left, I might go for them all. I don't know. I do have under 300 levels left, though. You watched like 2 episodes of Fairy Tail and just gave up. Good choice. When I saw that you said you watched Fairy Tail, I was like, in my head, I was like, you watched Fairy Tail, really? I guess that's why I had that idea. Watched 175 and had just started to get good and ended for years and never went back. Oh, I see. It has ended. Isn't there one of the final season? What could possibly be so hard slash frustrating that's not worth it? There are just some levels, man. You don't even believe. Like, for example, Koopa Car levels. Do I really want to play Koopa Car levels? Not really. Especially, like, Goofon has one that's freaking 8 minutes long. I don't want to play that, ever. That is, like, one of the few levels that I know for sure I don't ever want to play. And so I'm only gonna play that if the amount of levels I have left at the end is a low amount. I could probably beat Goofon's other Koopa Card levels, but that one, the one that's so long, is... No, I don't want to do that. Hundreds of levels like that? I don't know if there's hundreds of levels like that, but there's definitely a good few of them. I've been working through all the levels rated 4 and under recently. I have 100 left, actually. So, kind of impressive. Getting over one didn't look bad. That's one of the ones that, yeah, I thought I could beat. One I'm talking about, though, is Happy Wheels. That Goofon level does not look particularly fun. To be honest. 175 is the original, then 102 in the second season, and 51 in the final season? Okay. I see. I see. And you just never watched any of the other stuff? Past the first season? You weren't aware of the car levels? Just thought the worst of the swimming? That's my forte. I could deal with the swimming stuff just fine. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the other stuff. You know, the levels like Koopa Car, or the levels that people only try to make hard and they're just not fun at all because they're just going for difficulty. I suppose I have beaten a lot of stuff that most people probably wouldn't, like Mistletoe, I beat that, or whatever. Mania. I already beat literally the hardest level in Team Precision. But then there's It's Just a Game, which I don't want to play because it doesn't look very fun. Among other levels. You would have to rewatch the first season, remember, and you didn't want to? I wouldn't want to watch 175 episodes again, either. So, that is understandable. I would destroy iJang? I don't know about that. I wouldn't have very much fun on it, I don't think. Atrocity? That is the other one of the 10 plus levels that I don't know if I really want to beat. I know I said I'd beat that one, but on second thought, eh. I could beat all the other ones though, 10 plus. No problem. I think it's just Zoran and Shami love the lift anyway. It also looks so fun though. Possibly, I don't know. I haven't really tried the level, but I just wasn't so sure about it. Since it's P-Balloon and all. I know I'm not really half bad at P-Balloon, but still. It's a 13. And P-Balloon. It's quite brutal. Perfect Balloon 8? Wow. Oh my god. Rack, that is not why I rated an 8. I respected the story. And I was like, huh, that's an interesting story. I kind of liked what was going on with the story. It's not my favorite movie ever. Maybe I could bump it down. But it's interesting. Don't get the wrong idea. Oh my god. His story? No, they call it plot. They call it plot, not story. Perfect Blue's a good movie? Yeah, I liked it. There was a lot of things to think about with that movie. A lot going on. The animation didn't age really that well, but I can still respect what they were going for. Some scenes that are, yeah, there are definitely some scenes that didn't really need to be in there to get the whole picture. I guess when I think about the other movies I've watched, I just liked a lot better. I suppose I just don't like movies or whatever where the ending is up to your interpretation. I suppose I prefer movies that have like endings that are cut and dry. Like, that is what happened. And that is that. I don't know, when I have to think about it really hard, it doesn't sit well. I actually watched the Steins Gate movie recently. I kind of forgot about it. And so then I went and watched it. And it was a great movie. Like, I watched the show a while ago, and I just forgot to watch the movie. It's a good movie, I liked it a lot. Great movie. I thought it was interesting how they shifted the perspective onto Kurosu. Like, how that was going on. You saw I just now watched it? Well, you can't be angry at me anymore. At least I've watched it now. Plus, it's not that bad. I mean, I literally played the game not very long ago, like last month. So the story was fresh in my mind when I watched the movie. Just saying. The game? Yeah. Do you not know? Steins Gate is based off of a visual novel. There's literally a game. It's a good game. Like, a really good game. It's a great story. Honestly, Steins Gate might be my favorite story of all time. The game? You did not know this? Thanks for the follow. You like the movies at Novia? You don't know why people hate on them? Yeah, people hate on those? Really? I like those a lot. It's like the Danganronpa anime? So, like, where they... Are you saying where they turned a visual novel into a show? I guess so, in that regard. Although, the Danganronpa anime is not really that great. Just play the game. Just play the game. Don't watch that show. The show gets across the story, but it doesn't get across anything else, if you know what I mean. Like, all the fun stuff of Danganronpa, you don't get to experience if you just watch the show instead. Also, it goes, like, way too fast. Like, way too fast. You don't have time to experience anything. Like, any of the environment, or any of the characters at all, before things get real. But the Steins Gate anime, oh, that show does the game justice. It's absolutely fantastic. I solve murders, we can just watch other people solve them for you! Exactly! Isn't that so fun? I mean, isn't that what CSI is, though? I've never seen CSI. Crime scene investigation. Like watching a no commentary let's play? I guess I see the comparison. It's a weak comparison, but I can see it. Also, if you're gonna play a Danganronpa game, play the second one. Actually, if you don't mind major spoilers for the entire first game, then play the second one. Otherwise, play the first one, then play the second one. The second game literally spoils the entire first game. Which, I mean, it's the second game, you're expected to play it second, but still. The second game is better. First game's good too, but the second one just... Ooh, it is way better. Crazy. No! God damn it. You beat a Divine practice level, took nearly 2 hours to beat the final section. Fast on that part's so inconsistent, you died after it like 20 times? Dang. Isn't right now? Are you still up? That's what I was thinking, Ryan. Decided to ruin your sleep schedule today? That's always fun. I should probably go to sleep too, actually. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Two AM on a school night and you're lurking? Whoops! Oh, school's already started for you, Andres? Mine hasn't started yet. Oh boy, 2 AM. On your list anyway, and now you're motivated? They want to build it or found that somehow? Practical? Nice. Oh, your first day is tomorrow. Nice. Honestly, I'm kind of ready to go back to school. Rod starts from like 8 hours later than you usually do. Well, this is actually the time I usually start the stream. I don't usually start it at noon or whatever. That's just how it kind of has been, because it's the summer. Oh, much else to do. Yeah, why am I... Wait, get to go to middle school for the first time? I'm not young, I'm not that young. Just because I'm younger than you doesn't make me, like, a child. I don't look like I'm 5, what are you talking about? Because it's facts? Ryan is like a year, like 2 years older than me. He is a child too. Actual baby? Oh my god. This is getting ridiculous now. What do you mean my voice sounds that young? It does not. Have you heard a toddler speak? Ryan is 7? No. No, I'm not like 5 years old. Oh my god. I swear to god I'm gonna get banned one of these days. Like actually banned. Because of you guys. Especially that satanic ceremony play video. That is 2 years ago. That is 2 years ago. That's not that long ago. That is not that long ago. It really isn't. 2 years is nothing. Oh damn, it is late. It's already 11? Oh, wow, I've already been going 3 hours? Dang. I guess I didn't expect this to turn to a manor stream. It's supposed to be just Lazarus, but then I played this for 2 hours already. Ryan is 19, and I'm 2 years younger? Oh yeah, you can connect the dots. We have like nearly the same birthday too. Ah, okay. What do you mean I'm 15? I'm not 15. I thought you were connected to dots. That's not how that works. Curious how old you look? I couldn't say. I haven't seen a picture of you recently. Alright, enough of this. Enough of this manner shenanigans. Find someone to raid. It's too late for this. I almost got to the door twice, actually. Wasn't too bad. Alright. Who do we got? Oh, hey, Christian. Door twice, actually. Oh, no. Go. No. Mute that. Mute the stream in the background. Okay. Ark is live. Casper is live. We actually have options today. Manning, yep, unfortunately I am. Oh, you're incoming freshman because of your height? Andres is short? Confirmed? I only played 3 hours. Well, technically I only played 2 hours and 2.5 hours because I played Lazarus for the first like 40 minutes. Get off of work and I'm already ending. Outrageous. I know, right? Cannot believe this. Ark is live again? What do you mean live again? He was live earlier? So he's live right now. Alright, Ark. It's been live for only 20 minutes. Thought Ryan was in his 40s? Really? I don't think Ryan was that old. I thought he was like 20 or something like that. Old? Yeah. I mean, Ryan isn't 82. I know, what a shock. I can't believe this either. What if Ryan just put on a voice for all these years? He's actually 82. But he's like really good at putting on a young voice. That would be really funny. Alright. Great art. Well, they say you look like you're 25? Well, if you're older than that, that is pretty nice, isn't it? Go Ark raid? Yeah, we're going to Ark. And we're gonna tell him to play front yard. Play yard already, man. We're all waiting for it, you know? You're not older than 25? Oh, really? Oh. Well, I was just saying, if you are older than 25, it is a compliment. Alright, well, thanks everyone for stopping by, sticking around. It was fun. Time really flew there. I wasn't even thinking about how long I was playing Manor for, and it was already 11 o'clock. Her Fox is surprised by how young you are. Someone guessed you being 24 or something. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm going. Later.